Hello, everyone. In the history of human civilization, perhaps the greatest miracle is not the invention of the internet, but our ability to develop social algorithms that enable billions of strangers to cooperate efficiently. Over the last 4 decades, no country has industrialized at the pace and scale of China. This is not merely an economic success story. It is a profound narrative about philosophy and governance models. The central question we must ask today is this. The engine powering the Chinese miracle is driven by a fundamentally different mindset than that of Western civilization. This mindset has delivered unparalleled efficiency and wealth. But is this efficiency built upon a systemic cost, a price we must acknowledge and confront? Let's begin in the deep past. The core Western narrative is built around individual rights, an algorithm designed to protect liberty. In contrast, China, since the Qin dynasty, has followed a philosophical inertia toward grand unity and collective harmony. This thinking grounds the social unit in relationships rather than the autonomous self. This perspective immediately grants a significant strategic advantage: generational long-termism. While policy in the US and Europe is often tethered to 4-year election cycles, China's unique governance structure allows it to execute strategic goals measured in decades. Consider this. Without this ability to transcend short-term interest, how can a nation, top-down, construct the world's most extensive high-speed rail network, the most advanced 5G infrastructure, and dominate emerging sectors like EVs and solar technology in just 20 years? This concentration of resources and consistent execution is often viewed by Western observers as an efficiency cheat code. What is the flip side of this coin? This extreme pursuit of long-term stability necessarily demands short-term sacrifice from the individual. When the collective objective is the absolute priority, the space for individual dissent, room for experimentation, and open discussion on the distribution of power are inevitably constrained. This is a historical trade-off, and it generates continuous internal tension. This great coordination mindset found its most potent tool in the 21st century: data and algorithms. In the West, data is treated as personal property, with its use tightly governed by privacy laws. But within the Chinese social algorithm, data is treated as a national governance asset. This difference allows China to build an algorithm-driven social engineering system at an unprecedented pace. Take mobile payments as a primary example. The financial efficiency and convenience it delivers are unmatched in many major Western cities. This efficiency is a tangible expression of China's brand of techno-progressivism. However, the reverse side of this efficiency is a far more complex issue: panoramic social governance. When data is centrally pooled for traffic management, financial risk control, and even social credit systems, where exactly is the boundary of governance? On one hand, this concentrated technology application brings immense social stability and convenience. On the other, it builds a surveillance infrastructure, unlike anything seen before. The public fear of data power in Europe is countered in China by the fear of social disorder. So, is this efficiency, delivered in the name of data and algorithms, trading convenience for compliance, potentially dissolving the social space for critical thought and dissent? This is a profound and unavoidable question China's economy is now entering a new phase, confronting a philosophical crisis common to all high-growth models: the limits of expansion and the depletion of meaning. First, there is the economic reality of involution, when both the state apparatus and the market operate at ultra-high efficiency. Everyone is drawn into an endless competition where the marginal returns on effort diminish. We see this reflected in the heated debates over the 996 work culture and the growing acceptance of the lying flat movement. This is no longer merely an economic issue. It is a collective reflection and rejection of the efficiency-first algorithm. Second is the paradox of innovation. While China shows world-leading innovation in applications like short-form video and e-commerce, true disruptive, foundational innovation often requires a culture of intellectual freedom and tolerance for failure. When a society prioritizes order and grand collective goals, is the space for unconventional ideas for scientific exploration that might challenge established authority being inadvertently restricted? Is the collectivist algorithm, in its pursuit of stability, unknowingly choking off the individual creativity essential for its next leap forward? This is a core contradiction that will define China's trajectory for decades to come. Ultimately, China and the West represent two fundamental answers to the question of human social organization: liberty first versus efficiency first. They are not simple choices between good and bad, but between trade-offs. The Western algorithm delivers immense creativity and human rights protections, but often bogs down in the quicksand of slow decision-making and inefficiency. The Chinese algorithm delivers staggering speed and scale, but struggles with the challenges of individual mental space and systemic flexibility. The global future will be shaped by the interaction and competition between these two models. We see the West learning, pushing for long-term industrial policy like the CHIPS Act, while China grapples internally with issues of involution and fairness. To understand China's rise is to understand humanity's eternal, difficult, philosophical choice between efficiency, liberty, and order. As global citizens, we must ask, in an increasingly powerful technological future, do we want our data and algorithms to serve liberty or to serve efficiency? This question will determine the fate of all of us in the next decade. Thank you for watching.